What's up, everybody? This is Chakits with Simply Vegas, your Las Vegas real estate agent. Well, it's been a while since we did a video tour of a property. Been very busy, so I do apologize. So today we're going to be taking a look at actually a bank-owned property here. This property got foreclosed on. This property is located in Red Rock Country Club, which is located in the Summerlin area. Now, this property features a 2-story, 3-car garage, does have a casita, 5 bedrooms, den, loft, and a total of 6 bathrooms. And the asking price is $1,126,500. So let's take a look at this property. So here is the side yard here, okay? Looks like we got the cable, power, the gas meter. This property is actually facing, I would say, northeast. This is a 3-car garage. Here's your 2-car garage, which will have access into the home. This is your single car garage. You will not have access directly into the home. Come through this little gate here. Nice stonework. Right there is actually the casita. And this door right here actually closes. So you actually have your privacy for this entry that you enter. Nice work. So as you come in, you're coming into a courtyard here. Keep in mind, this home has been foreclosed on and the bank has taken the property back. So this property definitely does need some work. Here is actually the casita. Nice courtyard. As you can see, it's stamped concrete. Fireplace. Now coming into the casita here, it is a decent sized casita. Ceilings are 10 feet. Also has a ceiling fan. This property does have a pool too as well, but we'll go out there and we'll take a look. Tub shower combo. 12 by 12 porcelain tile. Now the price per square foot on here is $224 a square foot. However, now homes in this Gulf community will go anywhere from $350 a square foot as well. Closet is decent size. So as we enter the property, beautiful flooring. Grout definitely needs to be cleaned. But before I take you guys out there into the main, we're going to start off on the left-hand side here. 6-panel door. These are 8-foot doors. So we have some storage underneath the staircase. This is the bathroom. It is dark, so I do apologize. You got granite countertops. Nice little sparkle. Cabinets. Those cabinets are stock and standard, but they're sanded and actually stained. Here's the other bathroom. It's part of the bedroom. What I do like about this is that you have a door for this bathroom that literally takes you out to the pool side. So after you swim, you would come here, use the bathroom, or take a shower so you don't have to trample through the house, get the floor all wet. We have a cast iron tub. Okay, tub shower combo. You got your squirt tiles. Tile is like an almond color. You got your granite countertops. The thing about these homes at this price point, they tend to get outdated with the style because of the trend. So this room is only like a 10 by 12. Doors busted. That just probably needs to be rehung. So this is how it works on a bank-owned property. So let's say you don't make your payments. Then what happens is you get a 90-day notice, then a 120-day notice of not making payments, and you'll get a notice of default, notice of a trustee sale. A notice of default, just to let you know from the servicer, hey, you're not paying your bills. Yo, if you don't pay us, then we will foreclose on your home. So the next letter you'll get is a trustee notice. Now once you get that notice, it's a notice to let you know that your property is going to the auction block, and it must be conveyed to the world. And you can actually get auction properties through the county, the notice. And once there's a notice, anybody can actually go bid on these properties. But normally what happens is before you get foreclosed on, normally smart owners will just end up doing a short sale to the property. And normally the banks will work with the owners to do a short sale because it's actually cheaper to do a short sale versus to foreclose because of all the fees. And if you know how to play the game as an owner, you can literally stay in your property even that much longer because of all your legal rights. However, this property got foreclosed on, so what happened is this property went to the courthouse, but down here they no longer do it at a courthouse. I believe it's on 400th Street downtown. I forget the address. But what happens is the bank will convey to the world when the property is going to an auction, and there's a reserve on the home. So what that means is, let's say the bid starts off at $1 million, the home is worth $1.5 million. The reserve might be at least at $1.3 million. Now, majority of times they will have a reserve at the auction block. If you don't meet it, then the banks will take that property back and just list it with a real estate company. And that was actually the case here. Here is the water softener and filtration system. Here is the, looks like almost a 75-gallon tank. This should take you to the side of the house. Yep. Takes you right out to the pool. Okay. So basically, a company is representing the bank, and to close a transaction like this is normally about 35 days to close out a transaction. However, once you buy a bank-owned property, you're buying the property as is, where is. Oh, let me show you guys this. There's actually a leak right here from that purifier. So that's why it's so important that you actually do an inspection, because what's going to happen is you're going to sign a form that you're aware that you're buying a bank-owned property, and the bank has never lived in the property, so they will not provide you a SRPD, which is a seller wrote disclosure form. That form is to identify everything that is actually wrong with the property. Okay? That's why when you buy a bank-owned property, it is highly recommended that you actually get a home inspection done to the property. Now, I remember like in 2007 and 2008, 2009, when I just got into the market, when the market crashed, as I was getting in, everybody was getting out. Now we have over 18,000 realtors at this time. And the crazy thing about it is when I got into the market, about 95% of the homes were actually bank-owned properties, believe it or not. Now there's like 5,500 homes, and 98% of the homes are all traditional sales. It's crazy. Yeah, these cabinets are, you know, dovetails, but the quality of the cabinets are not top-notch for the interior, and the outside of the cabinets is definitely old school. You could tell they actually sanded it and actually stained with lacquer, I believe. And that's why when you stain it with lacquer, and if it's not etched correctly, this is what happens. It starts peeling off like that, and it just looks like crap. You're gonna have to put a lot of money into this home, that's for sure. Let's go outside. But what's nice about it is that this property is right next to a golf course. Backs up to a golf course. So let's see what we got here. Dudes are teeing off. So, oh, look at this. This is the water slide. Pool is fairly in decent shape. However, I see some hairline cracks into the pool. Jacuzzi. I played this course a couple times. It's actually really fun. So here's the side of the house here that we came out from the garage. So I'm not going to go all the way down there. Looks like all the windows are vinyl, dual pane. And it's got the Aragon gas, I think it's called. Now that door right there is from the family room. Coming down the other side of the house here. AC unit. You got your pool pumps, the valves. So technically it looks like they put it here so that way you could turn it on and turn it off easier. So that way you don't have to go all the way down here. AC units are Carrier. There's 4 units. They are pretty old. Lifespan of an AC unit will probably run you about 30 to 40 years, just depending on maintenance. Also, there's another AC unit. This is actually a good filter, good brand. Pool pump. I don't see no leaks. Filter should be changed out or cleaned out once a month. I do love the staircase. I mean, this whole house is a gut job, I would say. I mean, the problem is that when you start dealing with homes over $1 million, these homes just become custom homes. And if you're not updated to the trends, then what happens is it's hard to sell the home, because when you get to a home custom like this and it's no longer a track home, it's harder to find that demographics that is looking for this type of home. Because now, think about this. If you're going to spend $1.1 million and another $200,000 or $300,000 to do this home, you can't really change the design of the home or the style of the home. Okay? I mean, you can change the interior design to make it modern, but the outside is not going to look modern. And because Vegas is so trendy, and if you take a look, there's a lot of young money coming in, and what tends to happen is you'll see that the trends tend to change. And this is no longer the style. Everybody's into that modern looking type of property. They want the straight lines. So the demographics, when you decide to sell, really minimizes. This room is probably about like 20 by 40 feet. This is hardwood. The ceilings up here are 9-foot ceilings, 8-foot doors. You got orange peel texture. And also you have a nice 6-inch baseboards. Also, let me show you what's going on here. You see this kicker on this baseboard? Basically what happened was the original baseboard is here. And when they came up here to put up this wood, the real way to do it is take off this baseboard, right? Then put the wood down or the tile, then put the baseboard over the tile so it looks clean. So what they did was left this baseboard, put in the hardwood up to this baseboard, bought these kickers and put these kickers right over it so it looks more elegant, more clean. That's fine, it does look good, but if you are ever deciding to do a different type of look with the baseboard because you're changing your style, as soon as you take this off, you're going to have a line where it was actually cut. And sometimes those lines are not that straight because this is a 1-inch gap here. So if you mess up, you still can actually cover it. But the problem is that you won't be able to do that if you want to change your baseboards. But that's what we call attention to detail. This right here is actually the entryway to the master bedroom. However, I don't like the way it functions. Okay, so the thing about it is you come in here into like a retreat area or like a small living room. Oh, look at that little cute tray ceilings. It's like a 6-inch drop. Nice. Oh, I was going to show you that too right there. That is your attic access. Okay. But check this out. So you walk down here. Here's another door. And here's your entryway into the master. You can see we got porcelain tile. And as we enter, looks really nice. Okay. To the left is your master bedroom. So technically this would be like your little retreat area right here, right? TV there. Your little mini bar. This room's decent size. It's probably about 20 by 25. Decent size. So there's actually 2 balconies. Here's your private balcony. Okay. The sun will rise on the east, set there on the west. You guys can see Red Rock right up there. Nice little balcony. Now all the rocker switch, all the outlets will definitely have to be changed as well. It's basically faded. Now I want to show you guys something here. When you see this, what does that tell you? That means the door of the trim, there's something wrong because the water is actually running here and soaking in here. So there's something wrong with the door trim. It may not be balanced correctly or it may not be leveled. So that's something to take a look at. Also, if you take a look at here, that is the same thing. Okay? Because if we come out to the balcony, we look down here, when the water runs down, the water is setting here, running through here. And also running through this side. As you can see already, the door is rotten out. So the door needs to be readjusted on the trim. So that way you won't have future problems. Nothing to be afraid of. Definitely something could be fixed. So as we enter the master bath, coming straight into the jacuzzi tub. This tub is actually a fiberglass tub. Countertops. Old school. So let's come into the shower here. Oh man, look at this, it's all loose. Shower, cool. All this definitely has to be just ripped out because of the style. I do like this spa type of feeling. Look, you got hangers there, that's cool. Come into the closet. Nothing special about this closet. It only looks about 6 by 5. It's not a big closet. On this other side, there should be a closet too. This one's a little bit bigger. Now, when there is a jacuzzi spa like this, there's always a axis here, okay, on all the frames, so that way you can get to the mechanics of the motor, the pool, spa. So coming on back. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, I want to know what your thoughts are about this property. Do you think it's actually worth 1.12 million? Also, what I realize, what the banks are doing now, instead of taking it to the auction block because they put a reserve on it so high, no investors will bid on it because there's no money to be made. And I do want to mention, I used to buy properties at the auction blocks for clients. There is a fee to do that, but keep in mind that you may not get the properties. You're buying the properties basically unsight, unseen, especially if there is somebody in place. So basically, how do you buy these auction properties? Well, number one, the first thing that you're going to do is, if we were buying an auction property, unfortunately you have to pay all cash. Then what would happen at that point is we would actually sign a form together. I would be the authorized person to bid on your behalf, and at that point I would get cashier's checks, 5 1,000s and 2 5,000s and 2 10,000s and 1 50,000 and 100,000 money order checks. The reason why is because once I register you at the auction, at that point, if we win a bid, we have to come up with the exact same amount, and you got to pay it right there and then. But the problem is that when you buy these auction properties, you're buying as is, where is. So let's just say a property is coming up. One of the first things that you need to do is drive by the property to see if it's occupied. Now, if it is occupied, then you're going to have a problem as far as for eviction. Normally, if that's the case, we still buy the property and we chance it, we do cash for keys. Normally, we'll give the owner or the tenant that's staying in the property about $3,000, but you need to move out within 2 weeks. So that would be the incentives. If they don't, then I would hire my personal real estate attorney to handle the situation. Okay? And also, you're buying the property as is, where is. Now, there are sometimes the property is vacant. You can peek through the window, kind of see what's going on. If it looks good, then at that point, you're good to go. Now, understand that when you buy these properties, you got to check the prelim and the title report. So it's not like you go down and buy these properties and it's free and clear. You think you could be buying a property for 75 cents on the dollar? However, yeah, you get a good deal at the auction, but then at that point, once you get your pink slip to record with the county, then you find out there's actually liens against the property. Now, if there's $30,000, $40,000 liens, you gotta pay for that. So now there's no discount. And, you know, I used to buy so much bank-owned properties like that, but the problem is that the margins are getting so small and you're competing against big investors. And these investors are going down there with millions and millions of dollars for these hedge funds, and the spreads are so small, it just does not make any sense. Before, I was getting 16, 24% returns on these deals. But, you know, the margins are small, so small, 6, 8%. Those are the guys that are doing flips, and that's what they do for a living. But they're buying like so many homes at one time. So it just doesn't make any sense. So, you know, I just no longer do that anymore. To me, it's just a waste of time. That's not my market. But at one point, that's basically all I did. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this property. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention real quick, this property is a gated community located in a guard gated community as well. Again, also, if you haven't subscribed, thank you so much. I think we're about 34,000 subscribers and we're about to hit 35,000. That's insane. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm Chakits Krulsawat with Simply Vegas, and have a blessed day.